Hey everybody, it's Jake, the intern of Antioch Georgetown. I just finished my 7th week here and I have 1 week left. I'm really gonna miss it here, but it's about time for me to start school back. I will leave the morning of the 29th. So at this point, I have finished all the projects that I've been assigned, aside from the weekly ones, which I'm still working on those. I have organized a storage unit. We have a unit that's pretty close to the church, and it's not necessarily messy, it was just kind of cluttered, so they told me to take care of that, and basically I just did a little bit of rearranging. I just finished the book of Jonah with the high school students. We spent 4 weeks taking a week per chapter. I still have 1 more week with the students, but what we decided to do was just have a hangout night. We're gonna have 3 different PlayStations and 3 monitors, and we're all just gonna play video games together and order pizza and stuff like that. This summer I have created and managed the YouTube channel of the church. My vlogs are what it's posted on, obviously, and then each sermon up to the start of the day the YouTube channel launched has been uploaded onto that platform. I passed out 600 door hangers with the help of you guys, and yes, that's not 1,000, but I'm pretty sure it was mentioned in the service today. The mission team that's going to be down here in about a week to a week and a half, we're going to assign that to them to take care of. Sorry if you guys missed the 13th and wanted to serve the 27th, but we don't have that many left. We can probably knock it out in an hour with 10 people. So, present a strategy for reaching Southwestern University. I did that last week. A few of those things may be mentioned to the church body in a couple of weeks. I am wrapping up book 3 of 3 with Stephen. The last one is called Extreme Ownership, and it's by 2 different Navy SEALs. It's basically just concepts of leadership. It's a secular perspective on the topic. It's really cool to see the parallels between leadership in business and in the Navy, and also in ministry. So this past week, what I've been working on is just wrapping up those projects, shadowing the pastors, and I actually edited 3 videos. So this week, I'm going to fill you guys in a little bit on youth ministry and kind of what I've taken away from it so far. I'm sure you're aware of it by now, but we have a nursery, toddlers area, preschool and elementary are together in the gym, middle school and high school kind of rotate each week, and then we have the worship service. I never got to help in nursery or toddlers, but I've been able to help in every other group. So each week there's a different focus, and so that's kind of what told me what each Sunday would be like and where I would serve. So my very first Sunday was the main service. Second Sunday was technology focus. That is basically just at the back table, running the video, running the slideshow, and kind of those things. Third week was also technology focus. Fourth week was preschool focus. Week 5, elementary focus. Week 6, student focus, which is high school and middle school. I actually ended up with middle school that week on the rotation. Week 7 was this week. Supposed to be greeting focus, but I was needed in kids, so I worked in the kids ministry. And then week 8, I'm not supposed to be serving in any way. I'm just supposed to enjoy my last Sunday. But what I'm doing is I have a buddy coming to town, and kind of want him to experience some things in the kids ministry and kind of the way the church works, and so we'll be serving in the kids again. So when I first came down, I was really confused about kids ministry and just kind of the way it worked. It's different than a lot of churches I've been to. Antioch Conway has pretty much a different group for every 4 years of life, whereas Antioch Georgetown is much smaller, so they kind of have to combine some groups of students. My home church in Jonesboro has a kids ministry, a 1st through 6th grade ministry, and then a high school ministry, which is 7th through 12th. When I got here, I wasn't sure how alternating each week or rotating each week would be good for the students. I was kind of thinking, like, since there are so few of middle school students and high school students, why not just combine them into one? But the more time that I've spent with Blake and with Steven and just kind of talking about it and kind of figuring out why that was, that they were split up, if you put the high schoolers with the middle schoolers, depending on the content that you use, either the middle schoolers are going to be confused with the high school content, or the high school group is not going to be entertained or just bored with the middle school content. It's cool to see the growth that Antioch Georgetown has had even since last summer. Aside from being here as the intern this summer, I've only ever been to Antioch Georgetown once. My parents came to visit my second week here, and they got to enjoy the service, and everything else was taken care of, so even that level of growth has been cool. Overall, I think the church has seen a lot of growth, and it has been very fortunate to have that over this past year. It was also cool to see 180 people there today, which is the third highest that has ever been at Antioch Georgetown. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on my last Sunday.